It's a new drugstore formula again. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, and today I am reviewing the Superstay by Maybelline, the 24-hour, I think they call this a hybrid powder foundation. It's a matte look, but with a weightless feel. It is great. So let's see here. I have the Superstay 16-hour formula from years ago, not very long ago. So they gave it more wear time and maybe a lighter feel. Is that what we're doing here, Maybelline? Okay. So originally I had shade 220 and now I picked up shade 128. I don't know, I was just guessing. I got this at Walgreens. I was picking up my prescription, saw this on a new kind of product end cap and went, okay, and just sort of figured out which one looked kind of good. I liked this formula. I thought this was a good powder foundation for drugstore, but I don't remember details, and I will give you the spoiler alert. I have been using this for several days, and I like it. So let's get into it. I am wearing only tinted mineral sunscreen, and I have that linked below. I'm going to clip my hair. By the time I figure out how to style this hair, it'll have grown out again and I'll just be like, whatever. What I've noticed with this foundation, this powder foundation, is that it works best on my skin. Also, sorry, side note, I didn't take off all my Glamnetic nails. Some of them popped off yesterday and then, sorry about my nails. The best way for me to apply this foundation is with a brush and on freshly moisturized skin. So, okay, bear with me, which you guys do. You're so good at that. When you have put on something liquidy, whether it's a cream, a lotion, you know, to your face, like you have to wait a second before you put powder on. Is it weird to you to put powder over something so damp? I know that's the idea of powder, is to kind of, well, to set it and to sort of, you know, mop up oil or whatever it is. And I don't know, but powder on dry isn't so good sometimes. So this is my big powder BK Beauty brush 105. Okay, so I like to just kind of just do a, yeah, look at that. Okay, so I think this shade is maybe more my summer shade. I don't know. I also feel like this formula is very natural looking, kind of, yeah. Okay, honestly, I'm going to switch to a less dense brush. I need a little more movement. I've got, this is my also BK Beauty, but it's my Angie 507 brush. This is actually great for a lot of different powder and cream products, so it's not like exclusive from one to the other. So I like having just something where I can kind of, I don't want to move a bunch of product and have all kinds of kickback. So yeah, that sometimes happens when, you know, depending on the brush, you're like, whoa, that's a lot. So here we are. It feels good. It is not full coverage. It doesn't look powdery or chalky on the skin. It doesn't feel that like dry feeling. It's very nice. It really is nice. And I actually think that this shade does work for me, even this time of year when I'm not wearing any self-tanner, because I think that when it warms the skin, when it looks just like a little bit, when it kind of matches some of the discoloration on my skin, it almost tones down the pores and the redness. So I feel like if I'm matching some of my medium shade discoloration versus the palest skin or my obviously pink discoloration or redness, then I feel like it's better. Let's put on this just on a small area just to kind of see what it does. Because if you're a huge fan of this, right now it's really marked down. So if you wanted to pick up more, I think it's good. It's the same. This shade actually might do a little bit better because the yellow cuts the red. So maybe I'm just now, maybe that shade is not as yellow as I thought. From a distance, both sides look good. Both sides look soft and just kind of, you know, refined, you know, like oh, look, your skin, are you wearing makeup? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, can't really tell. Just looks like a little bit better. So I'm not sure if there's a difference. So maybe for folks out there who are afraid that because they love this so much and it's now going to be surpassed by this, maybe don't sweat it. I have not done a comparison for ingredients. I will look on the website and just see and let you know. I am going to take a sponge and not a typical, not the sponge they've provided, but one of these sort of flat velvety ones that I have off Amazon. I've used them before for other powder foundations. It's kind of one of my favorite sponges, and you can really see how you focus it's a concentrated application. The sponges provided in powder foundations, except for Wander Beauty, I don't like. This is actually a dupe for the Wander Beauty powder foundation sponge because their sponge is so incredibly genius. I love it. And I need it for all my powder products. If you want coverage. Okay, so here we go. I'm just doing T-zone with the sponge, and you can see that it really is giving a lot of coverage. It's still very smooth. It doesn't look chalky or dry, so that's nice. And which is what I thought. I figured if you're going to use any kind of sponge application, powder puff, anything to wipe it on, it's going to have more concentrated coverage than a brush. You can also use something a little more fluffy and really just, you know, kind of build your, the sort of, what is it, the swirl and tap, like Bare Minerals? Yeah, so this time I'm adding, because you can see the shade difference is more significant the more product you put on. So it's okay though, I'm gonna fake it. Yeah, all right. So original formula, shade match, maybe better. Yeah, but so far, very similar. I don't have 24 hours to run around with this on my face for you. I'll give you about 6 hours to check in later. But in like 30 minutes, I'm going to show you my face after I apply the rest of my makeup. And I'll give you some more thoughts before I get on with my day. Okay. I'm back. Full face, accomplished. So initial thoughts are, I still like both sides. I still like the new version of the Maybelline powder, and I still like the old version of the Maybelline powder. So no difference in terms of makeup application. I put on concealer, shadow, etc. It's all good. So yeah, I'm just wearing, I think I'm wearing powder bronzer over the top of it. I did not do any cream products over the top this time. I just kind of forgot. Sometimes I test both to see what a cream product does over a powder product. Yeah, so I'm excited. I think this is a pretty affordable drugstore powder foundation. The two drugstore powder foundations that I love, the e.l.f. Camo, and then the J-Cat Beauty Aqua Assurance. Oh, love that stuff. I think this compares, you know. so far, everything looks just fine so far. So we'll see how the day goes. Gonna run some errands, walk the dog, just kind of do some chores, might film some more, we'll see. Yeah, so nothing crazy, nothing to really, test it like in some kind of Olympiad. We'll just do like a normal day. What's a normal day anyway? Alrighty, see you folks in a few hours. Several. Okay, it has been 8 hours. I have worn this foundation, this powder. It is looking good. It really is, except for my nose. And that's standard. So I feel like it's very hydrating, like my skin, for being dry and wearing a powder foundation. This definitely is smooth and flexible and has a nice finish to it. It's faded, but not patchy. I think this side, the original formula, I mean, maybe it's, I think it's the same. I really do. My nose is definitely red. I always lose coverage, which is interesting because I put that on with the sponge. So I concentrated the coverage and I still lost it around my nose area. So I think this is very nice. I don't know. I think if you're looking for an affordable powder foundation, this could be it if you get a good color. And I think the colors can be manipulated, like you can kind of make a shade work. I think this doesn't have as much coverage as the e.l.f. Camo powder foundation. So if you wanted something, if you thought that powder foundation was too much coverage, maybe this one is better for you. And I think it's more coverage than the L'Oreal Infallible powder foundation. And what else? I like it. If you've already found, if you're happy with your foundations and you're not looking for a powder foundation, I don't think this is one to go run and get. I think if you were freaked out because you weren't sure if this was going to feel the same way when they relaunched with this, I think you can be assured that I think you're gonna feel like it's very much the same product. I'm going to apply some more around my nose. I think that's also another good feature about this product is that putting it on, it does a good job touching up, so you can just kind of apply it and it looks really nice very easily. It looks good to touch up your face. Touch up your face, lady. Just kidding. I hate not having a mirror right there. Yeah, I mean, that was easy. I think it looks nice. Okay, all right, well, thank you. There you go. Another foundation at the drugstore reviewed by yours truly. So let me know what you think. And yeah, give me a comment, give me a subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.